Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Nazim here from Zilladelphia. And in this short video, I'm just going to be going over three mistakes that could be on your website that could be costing you money. If you have a website currently and you notice that one of these things like apply to you, it'd be in your best interest to get them fixed as fast as possible because I see these almost everywhere. So, the first mistake is not having what's called a call to action above the fold. So, when a visitor is, landing on your website, the first page that they see is what's called a fold. And it's wise to have some sort of call to action there, whether that be a link to your shop, a link to your newsletter, a link to book a meeting with you, or something. You definitely want to have some sort of call to action on that first page of your website as soon as it loads. And the reason being is because over 60% of people that visit your website don't scroll past the fold. So definitely have something there for them to click as soon as they land on your website. Because again, more than 60% of people that visit your website won't scroll past that initial fold. So, moving on to number two, a common mistake that I see is that websites are not mobile optimized. So, you know, people may just focus on how websites look on the desktop and neglect how their web design looks on cellular devices, such as iPhones or like mobile anything like iPads. And the reason why you want your sites to be mobile friendly is because about 80% of all web traffic is through mobile. So it's the main source of which do people navigate and browse the internet. So if your mobile design looks ugly, like that could leave a really bad impression on someone. So like let's say someone was shopping and they visit your store. It looks perfect on desktop, but on mobile the words are smushed, the images are large, they aren't aligned like correctly, it just overall looks sloppy. Things like that can leave a bad first impression on any potential customer and they could look elsewhere. So that's something that you definitely want to handle and be very attentive to. So making your site mobile friendly is really, really important. Now, number three that I have up here is that it's difficult to contact you or figure out what exactly it is that you're offering to sell. So, what I mean by this one, so most websites, when you visit them, or like most businesses, you may have to spend some time to figure out what it is that you want to like look for. So if you're trying to go somewhere and let's say you visit a business page and they're just over bombarding you with useless like information, things that don't apply to the customer directly, they're going to lose interest and they're going to exit off your website. So it is highly important and highly suggested to have clickable links all throughout your website that leads directly to either your cell phone number, like your mobile phone, or your email, so that when people click them, they can have a direct link to you. So yeah, those are just it. Those are the three simple like tiny mistakes that we see often that could be costing you money. I'll next just go and show you an example of how these things should look. So first here we have my personal website, Zilladelphia.com. And you notice this is the fold. As soon as you land here, you have two call to action buttons. You can either view our previous work or request a demo to book with us directly. So that's it mainly. So this is the fold. More than 60% of visitors won't scroll past here. So definitely have some sort of call to action up here. So that's the first tip. The second tip is to have your site be mobile optimized. So this is how my site looks on mobile. I just switched from desktop to mobile view. And as you can see, it looks different, but like somewhat similar to the desktop version. Now, this is a very accessible layout for like anyone that's visiting on the mobile phone, and notice everything is centered, structured, and like spaced. Like if people want to contact me, they can request a meeting time here. Just know like the overall flow and structure is like congruent, and that just shows a higher level of professionalism. So just let me switch back. So yeah, that was the mobile view of my website. And lastly, to the third point, just wanted to show how having like these links be clickable is insanely powerful. So right here, you can see my personal like cell phone number. If you click this, it'll prompt you to call me directly. I can't tell you how many websites I've done like audits for, and when you see their phone number and you click it, it doesn't link to their cell directly. So what that does is if someone wants to call you, they have to either copy and paste it into their phone, like, so that they can reach you, or like look back and forth. Either way, it's annoying for the customer. It's inconvenient. This should be clickable. People like it should be very easy to contact you and figure out what it is that you're selling, like the service that you're offering, the value that you provide. It all needs to be laid out clear for your visitors. So that's how like those three things kind of tie into each other. So just let me switch back and give another overview. So yeah, again, these are the 3 points again. One, not having a call to action above the fold. As I mentioned, 60% of visitors don't scroll past the fold. You need to include some relevant, like, shop now, contact link, or set a meeting so that any potential lead can book and schedule with you or purchase from you. You want to make sure that that call to action is the first thing that they see on your website. Next, site not being mobile friendly. A majority of the people who navigate the internet use mobile. It's over 70%. So this is a non-negotiable. Your site must look good on mobile devices. If they don't, if it doesn't, it leaves a horrible impression on any visitors. And then lastly, it's nearly impossible to contact you. You want to make sure that your phone and email are up to date. You want to make sure that your site has a clear message and the service that it's offering, and that you want to make it, and you also want to make it easy as possible for people to contact you by making those cell phone links clickable, as well as those emails, so that they will call you directly and email you directly. So yeah, these are three things or three mistakes that could be costing you money on your website. If you're having trouble with any of these, feel free to reach out. I can help you resolve them. Or if not, make sure that you get these taken care of ASAP. But that's all I have for today. Nazim from Zilladelphia, and I'm out. Peace.